What's going on, YouTube? Just giving you guys another update. Probably my last update for a while. Gonna actually check this the Predator helmet on its first long distance trip. See how it holds up. See how my dress do. I did a couple modifications to it since the last time I did this video. Basically, like I said, the biggest concern, like I said, for anybody that buys this helmet is going to be getting these dreads to lock in place and not have to worry about them coming out of place or coming out or flying off. So like I said, it's highly recommended that, when you guys are driving with this helmet, that you are constantly, checking them, make sure they're twisted nice and tight. So there's a couple things I did to modify to kind of help the helmet durability. First thing first, with the bear claws, like I said, they actually hold up 10 times better than the originals. They don't crack or anything. The only issue that I saw that it started having is that, with anything, is that the paint started chipping away a little bit over time. So basically what I did is, let me go grab the can and show you guys, even 1 second. Alright, so basically what I did for the bear claws, the ends of it, I took all of them out, laid them all on cardboard, and I basically spray painted them with the truck bed coating. It makes it 10 times durable. It holds up. It doesn't really worry about chipping the paint. And like I said, when you come in to try to rub it off or scratch it off, it is durable. So as far as the paint chipping off of this guy, it's not going to happen. And at that point in time, so that is one modification I did do to the actual beads themselves, was I did, pit it with a black outline. And I'm kind of thinking about getting some plastic dip Glossify, and I may actually throw some gloss on here to kind of make them a little more shinier than the matte is, to kind of get them to stand out. The next issue that I want you guys to be aware of, and I don't want you guys to panic about, is the issue of, I dropped my helmet probably about a few weeks back. It was sitting on my bike, and it was sitting on my tank bag, and it just, all of a sudden I just hear a big old bang, and it fell over. So where the helmet chipped at was actually on the tip end, on the inner casing. It fell, I guess, face forward right here, and it chipped right there, chipped on the very side, and it chipped right here at the top, where it actually cracked the very top. So I'm over here panicking because I'm like, I just spent all this money on this dang helmet, and it chipped. And obviously it has some other issue with the paint itself peeling in certain spots of the helmet. So that was another concern, that like, oh gosh, how am I going to get this paint from peeling? So basically what I did was, like I said, I talked to the guys from the helmet place, Rev Customs, and basically I asked them, like, hey, what can I do? What kind of paint are you guys using? And they told me they were using enamel, auto enamel paint. So what I basically did, I went to AutoZone and bought this guy, if you can see it. And basically what this is, for all the pieces that had the paint itself peeling off, I would just get this, and it has two portions of it. It has a pin portion, and it has the actual kind of like the brush portion that you use for painting fingernails or something like that. And I would basically just put a light coat outlining where the paint's coming up at, or where, like I said, when I cracked the very top of it, I put a light coat of that so it kind of conceal it. I let that dry for about 20-30 minutes, pushed everything in. If there's any bubbles that occurred, I pushed it all in. And then from there, I use this high performance enamel matte black. I can tell you for a fact, guys, that this is the same exact color that the helmet is. There's been multiple spots on this helmet that I actually have painted over, and I'll show you guys in a little bit these spots to where you can't even see where it was redone. Like, I got to the point to where I basically sand the helmet down a little bit to kind of get everything to smooth out, and use this paint to basically paint over top of it. And like I said, you can't even tell in these spots where it actually came out. But like I said, I did make a little modifications. Like I said, when I bought the helmet, I didn't get the hieroglyphs on there like I wanted to. So basically what I ended up doing was I ended up creating my own, going online, finding the hieroglyphs font, use the letters, And like I said, mine says my own personal message, so it's actually unique to me. So this is my helmet now with the hieroglyphs painted on there. And like I said, this is where the helmet actually cracked at. I actually had to redo it. And like I said, the paint itself is actually pretty much the same color. Actually, I'm sorry, this side is where it messed up at, where I had to redo it. But I did the hieroglyphs, and the hieroglyphs, guys, was very simple, very easy. I went and got the gray or silver enamel spray paint. I would basically get, I bought that guy. I bought basically the letter detailing brushes, so you can do the fine prints on there, so you can follow along. And honestly, that's all I use. Everything is basically trial and error. If you mess up, you get that the black enamel and the spray over top of it. So like I said, I basically did it that way, and like I said, I basically got mine to say my own personal message, and it gave my helmet a little different look to it. So if a lot of you guys are out there getting it, I know they sell it that way, but like I said, I got it on the back end, so I didn't get a chance to get it done. But I actually got a chance to, like I said, make mine a little custom, and like I said, it said something to where it is, to where I know. So if anybody was to try to steal my helmet, I can easily, if the cops it gets reported to cops, there's a big argument of who helmet this is. Either write your name on the inside, or like I said, I can always tell the cops to look up these hieroglyphs and read what they say, and it has, my name on both sides, so it's going to be something where it makes it a little more difficult for somebody to try to steal something that's yours, and they're trying to claim it's yours, claim it's theirs, and it's not. Like I said, I had issues with the bottom side of the paint peeling up. Like I said, you can't really see it that well, but you can see that a little brush mark where it got a little clunked a little bit after the fact. This side looks a little better, where the paint was peeling up on the edges, and it actually came out right around here. So I basically layered it down, and like I said, I didn't really show this portion too much attention, and I went ahead and painted that. The one that you can't really tell because I showed a lot of attention to was, let me see if I can get it on camera good. You may not be able to see it. Is it's right in this area right here. Like I said, you can barely see it. It's right in this area where the paint was kind of coming out, and you see the color of the actual wood portion of the shell, the helmet itself. And I basically just sanded that portion down, taped everything off, and just used that enamel paint, and that enamel paint basically blended straight back in with the helmet. Obviously, like I said, I would, if I can go back and do it all over again, if I want to spend the time on it, I maybe would probably tape everything off and invest in, maybe paint, give it another layer or two. But what I am going to try to do is I'm going to basically plastic up this helmet when it's all said and done. I'm basically going to get the plastic dip clear, which basically makes everything matte. Again, I'm going to spray it on the back piece, see how it looks, and if it blends pretty well, I'm going to go ahead and do the whole helmet just to give it a little extra protection from any if it drops or any kind of bugs or anything like that. Just give it a little extra protection so it kind of lasts longer than it normally would. And like I said before, just kind of give you guys an update is, driving with this helmet, like I said, at first I wasn't comfortable taking this helmet on long road trips, but after driving with it for a while, I realized that I can probably do it. So I'm going down to Florida this week, and it's an 8-hour drive, so I'm going to take the helmet just so I can kind of show it off down south versus taking my other helmet. And the reason being, I said I would go ahead and take it. This time was one because I found a solution for the dread issue. I think I feel a little more comfortable, with the helmet. And two, when I think about it, I was really disturbed because of the wind noise I was getting from it. At me going at 100 plus miles per hour, and I started thinking to myself, being on the highway with traffic and stuff like that, and cops being out the way they are, especially with football season, 9 times out of 10. I'm not going to be going that fast. If I do go that fast, it's going to be in spurts. So as far as the wind canceling out my music or whatever like that, it shouldn't be that big of an issue because I should be able to keep it under 100 and just keep it at 90, 95 the whole way without having any big issues with the wind noise and all that stuff. So two things I did with the dreads, like I said before, that I'm going to tell you guys about is I went ahead and, like I said, I painted everything over and I gave a little extra protection for the dreads. And I also went ahead and invested and got into some Loctite threaded lock blue. I spread that on there, and most of the dreads did lock in pretty tightly. When I say pretty tightly, it's to where if I give it a light tug to the opposite direction, that it's not coming loose. You don't really feel it. You're gonna have to really give it a solid tug to get it to unloosen itself. So it did lock in pretty tight. The other portions, like I said, I didn't want to use too much of this stuff in the helmet itself. So the other portions that did not lock well, I just went ahead and used some Teflon tape. Just put Teflon tape over a couple of them. Like I said, it wasn't many of them, but put Teflon tape over a couple of the screws of the screw portions. And I'm just gonna let that ride out. And like I said, I'll check it and see how the Teflon tape holds up. And if it doesn't, then like I said, when I get back get back home to Tennessee, I'll definitely go ahead and throw this lock tight on there again and see if I can get them locked in place. But the ones that did lock really solid and properly, I feel very comfortable and confident in them. And like I said, the helmet, like I said, overall, if you want to do stuff to the helmet, like I said, it's very easy. The materials are right there for you. Like I said, me with the new addition, I can say honestly, I mean, it's turned out really well. Like I said, it's more like the standard hieroglyphs that you see in the movies, see anywhere else. Like I said, you can put your own personal message on there, and it's not hard, guys. I was nervous at first, and I was gonna pay somebody like $200 or $100 just for them to kind of spray paint it on there, or just for them to take their time and do it themselves. Literally, guys, I mean, this project probably took a couple of days because I had a couple more issues I was trying to fill in with the helmet. But the actual get the writing on there, it takes all of 10 or 15 minutes. It takes what it is like I said, if you guys are doing it, feel free to ask questions. I can kind of show you guys in another video how I got it done, where I ran into some issues. But otherwise, like I said, it's really easy. Just basically take, when you find the hieroglyphs that you want, the way you want it, just go ahead and write it out on a piece of paper so you can kind of get a feel for the lines and get an understanding of how you want it done. Then when you got the paper, already filled out what you want to do, then just, copy and paste it. Just basically follow along what you want to do and take your time with it. And like I said, the best thing about when you buying all this spray paint for the helmet is that, if you mess up ever, just spray paint over it. It may take a couple of layers. Like I said, when this stuff goes on there, it's on there. It's not coming off, and it dries. So the thing you have to make sure you do is make sure that you're, if you spray paint over it, that you have to do a lot of layers to get the other, the writing off. Because like I said, I messed up. I think I messed this side up once, and I messed this side up like 2 or 3 times. And I can tell you for a fact that if this helmet ever falls on this side, I would not be surprised if it got no damage, 0 to no damage, because it has so many layers of paint on this side of the helmet to the point to where it's not out. Like I said, it should hold up pretty well. So, like I said, that is the update, guys, on the helmet itself. Like I said, overall, I still get compliments every day when I use it. That's the only big issues I ran into. Like I said, those issues are not really big. It's just an easy fix. Just, go to your local, hardware store and get some, spray paint cans. Spend the $5 or $10 it is to get a couple of cans of spray paint. Like I said, all these materials probably total off. I may have spent a total of $30 maybe, if that. On the 3 things I need to pick up, or on the 4 or 5 things I need to pick up. But it's not expensive, guys, and it's worth. Like I said, when you're trying to maintenance your helmet, it's worth keeping everything done. And like I said, if I ever want to take this stuff off and add anything else, like I said, all I got to do is spray paint over it. Or if I ever want to redo this side and do something else, make it say something else, or make it look a little different, or kind of just touch it up a little bit. Like I said, all it is just redoing it. So that's pretty much it, guys. So hopefully, like I said, for anybody that's considering buying a helmet, like I said, follow the link online. Follow the link underneath my page. Check out my man Alex. He has he has his on all the time. He's doing his trips in New Jersey. He just got done with a trip in New Jersey. So like I said, he can give you a full out review, and he has it actually in where you have on one of his videos. He has it where you actually are looking through the Predator helmet. So like I said, he has videos asked a lot of questions too. But just for overall, this outstanding helmet. Like I said, you can't really complain for what you're getting, and like I said, is makes it unique. Not everybody has it, and everybody looks at you and they're like, oh wow, cool helmet. Like I said, my next video I'll probably do it when I'm down in Florida. I'm going to show you guys how far the laser actually beams out towards. And I think a lot of you guys will be pretty darn impressed, because I was pretty darn impressed on how far it goes. So look out for that video. It should be coming to you guys sometime in the week. Later.